Yes, what's going on, people? How we doing? What's happening? What's going on? We did have a transition for our live stream, but for some reason the transition's disappeared. I'm not sure why, but it has. So, how is everyone today? How is everyone today? Are we all good? Let me know, let me know. Excuse me. So we had a move this morning here on Euro, which was sell from this area. We haven't had any other scenarios play out just yet, but there is a reason for that, I believe, anyway. And the reason is, if you check your economics calendar, in 6 hours we have the FOMC. So I feel like there is quite a bit of liquidity being held back from the market currently, excuse me, currently to then be placed during the FOMC. So we did have a couple of trades yesterday. One of them was the USD Swiss franc trade that we spoke about during yesterday's live stream. So you can go and check that out if you want to see the markup from yesterday. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, guys. Hit the three dots in the top right of your screen, and then hit the like button. Obviously, um, I don't know why they make it, difficult like that. They should just have it on there, but it is where it is. So the sell yesterday was a really nice move. We also had a euro buy yesterday here, but it came back down, took us a BE, and then it's just continued to consolidate since. But that's fine because not every single trade you get into has to work. Remember, it's all about statistics. It's all about probability, and it's all about long-term principles. It's not about short-term returns. Short-term returns are not going to be valuable to you in the least without data to back up the long-term potential. So we've got 10 people in the live stream right now. Wow. Chat. This live streamer, right, is literally writing people's names on mud on their arm. And they have 250 people watching and they have 1.6k likes. Now, I'm sure we can do better than that, actually dropping knowledge, right? Surely. Surely. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I'm going to share this screen, well, not this screen. I'm going to share this stream to the Discord crew. So we get some of the Discord crew in here. Honestly, I just want TikTok Live back. TikTok Live was the one. TikTok Live was the one. Like YouTube's all good, But like I said before, the engagement's just so low on YouTube. Such a shame. Let me. Yeah, cool. So, why they keep taking TikTok down? Uh, well, I literally reached out to their formal support team and like asked, why is it that I keep getting my account taken down? Not well, not even my account, but my live stream. I'm not looking for you to reverse it or anything like that. I just want the reason, the transcript, the context. And their reply to it was, you breached the community guidelines. And that's all I get. Literally all I get. And it's so frustrating. So frustrating. The community guideline that I apparently breach is fraud. Now, I don't see how that's possible because teaching for free surely is, literally impossible to be committing any kind of fraud. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But we get the live access back on Friday tomorrow. No, Thursday tomorrow. So we'll be doing a live stream tomorrow on TikTok. We're just going to be super careful because ultimately we think it boils down to talking about brokers or talking about the external stuff. So if we just keep it really formal, and then what we're going to do is we're going to try and get some of our regular members, because I know there's a few of you, going to get some of our regular members to sort of be in charge of replying to people that ask questions that maybe I can't reply to. Because at the end of the day, we were trying to build a community there. We're not trying to get banned constantly. It sucks, yeah, I know, man. Yeah, it's peak times, to be honest. Yeah, it's peak times. So remember, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you ask them. And I would share my music with you right now, but I like these videos to stay up for people to watch them afterwards, because I know people do. Okay, so remember what we're looking for. We're looking for points of major area, points of major liquid. And once those areas are met, we look for smaller, excuse me, footprints that lead us into a decision which is pre-established on our daily bias, or by our daily bias, should I say. And the daily bias generally will give us a clear, consistent understanding of the most probable direction in price. So you can get our free daily bias indicator with the Pip Surfing Society, which is Pip Surfing Society on the profile. And then when you go to TradingView, search Pip Surfing Society, find our profile, you'll find the daily bias indicator there. You can just add it to your charts. Completely free. Completely free, and you can add it in. Excuse me, guys. Do apologize. Gosh, I've said this before, right? As soon as I get onto a YouTube live stream, I start yawning. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Doesn't happen on TikTok. It's weird. So this is Euro, and here on Euro, we're looking for price action to deliver a clear bullish move. Now, we've had a couple of opportunities, hasn't really played out. We have another move here, which has just happened, which also is not going to give us anything either. It's the run of the Asia low. So because of where we sit, we're looking for price action to come down into these lower areas. If it does visit these lower areas, then we can of course start looking for um, a continuation of our pre-established trend. And our pre-established trend is bullish. So remember, guys, I'm here to answer questions, so please do ask them. I'm here to answer questions. I'm here to inform you guys of the points that I use, so you can then take the same points, apply them, and consistently see the same outcome. UJ, nothing just yet. Now, EuroJ has moved down quite aggressively. We spoke about this yesterday, saying about that daily high. This daily high here is the first daily high that's been contacted in a while. It's a very high volume daily high. And price action hit it, and it has not been able to close above. It's wicked it quite solidly, so I think we're going to see a larger retracement now. But like always, we look for a continuation. So because of where we are, we look for bullishness. Now, if you look at the price action in here, there's actually no volume present. So we want to see that high volume, giving us that snappy, quick price action, this is why I believe we're going to see a continuation down. Because if we are going to reverse, generally the high volume is going to come into play at one point within this liquidation. But we don't have it, so it makes me think that we're not going to see that. So we covered the two amazing setups we had on the German 30, two long moves here. If we're looking for another one, or German 40, sorry. If we're looking for another one, first of all, we're at a similar point that we are on Euro, but that high is a major daily high. So we may struggle to push through this initially. We might see price bob around there during today, and then a pullback that will bring us into some lows potentially. But the lows here are quite a way down compared to where price action is at the moment. So you can see the way previously we were moving like this, up, take out a low, push higher, take out a low, push higher. It was a really nice consistent movement. Now we've gone a little bit parabolic. It means the probability of price pulling back to these areas ultimately becomes less because the more extended a pair comes, the more probable it is to continue extending. Now, I know many people have the opposite principles and ideas of that, which is when a pair is extending, it has to pull back because it can only go up for so long. I always look at it in the opposite basis. If it's going so bullish, why would we ever expect it to stop? Okay? So always be realistic with yourself and say, what's price action doing now? The answer to that generally is going to be given. And when it is given, just take the answer for what it is. Let me see if I can adjust this camera again because it's really annoying me the way it's. There we go, it's a bit better, right? No, that's terrible. It's a little bit better. It's not the best, obviously, but exposure, auto exposure, low light compensation. Is that a little bit better, guys? Hopefully it is. Yeah. So let's go over to Nasdaq here because Nasdaq actually gave an entry this morning, but we didn't actually get involved with it because at the time here opens up, then it comes back down. So the reason I'm saying look at the time is because 7:30 I class as the true point of liquid coming in from London. Now, remember the stock exchange being open doesn't dictate the where the liquidity is coming from necessarily because when you see Asia close, you're going to see a big spike in volume after. So if you go back to Asia again, here, look at the way we've got a spike in volume, then price moves. Same thing here, we get a spike in volume, then price moves. Spike in volume, price moves. So just before that classified open is when you see the best areas. So right here is the area that we were looking at for the long move. Stop below the low, and we'd expect that bullishness to come out there. Now, unfortunately for us, we didn't get the what's it called? The tap in. That's what it's called. We didn't get the tap in for the area that we had, so we had to cancel out the order. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Two viewers popping off. We're popping off, chat. We're literally popping off, chat. Okay, so remember what I said earlier? I expect this to continue down here. So when we're on GU here, our targets on GU are this low and this low. These are our 2 points we're targeting for price. See it? Target 1, target 2. Pretty clean, pretty good. Pretty sure there's a 4-hour high here. Yes. So this high, oh, this high here. These are the 2 points that we'll be trying to reference for potential selling. We are rallying up here, so these are two areas that have high potential to be hit. So we'll just keep an eye on them. I'm going to put an alert on this one actually. So remember, this system isn't just a completely random system. It's a completely rule-based, systematic entry model that many people have learned completely free. You can do exactly the same thing. And ultimately, it's going to lead you into the same consistent actions in the market, which I believe is one of the main reasons people struggle so much is because they don't have consistency in their actions. It's not the trading model, it's not the risk profile, it's the actions that people are willing to take within the market are not consistent. Now, of course, having a trading system is going to give you that consistent action rule set. But, and it's a big but, if you are not following a consistent rule set, you're ultimately going to you're taking a punt every time you get into the market. Now, I know there's people that that have discretionary systems. I know there's people that also have systems that rely on, 50-50 discretion and rule set. That's fine. It doesn't matter what system you use or how you use a given thing, as long as you have data to back up that thing. So whether you're flipping a coin and just clicking buy or sell, whether you're following an extensive rule set model, whether you're following a really easy rule set model like Orion, as long as you have data to back up those actions, that's the main thing. It's not about who has the highest hit rate or who makes the most gains in a week, in a month, in a year. It's about, does it offer consistent actions within the market? Does it offer a consistent outcome? And is it sustainable with a given risk profile? If you can answer those questions, then you have a consistent system you can use in any market environments, and you can use any um, number of pairs as long as you factor in the maximum amount of drawdown, the probable amount of drawdown, and then just the overall um, prolonged periods of maybe not gaining. Remember the main thing with it as well, everyone comes into the market to win. You should come into the market to lose, and then if you win, you've prepared for the worst, right? It's kind of like making a house that won't withstand a storm just because, oh, there's not likely to be a storm, because when that storm comes, your house is gone. At that point, it's too late. Whereas you build it for an earthquake, and then a storm's not going to touch it. It's exactly the same as your trading. Your trading needs to be bulletproof, even though you're not very likely to get shot at. If you bulletproof your system, you're going to have confidence every single time you get into a trade. You never won't have confidence. And that's what we need. As traders, you need to be confident in your actions so then you can commit fully without having to be FOMO or, any kind of emotional um, impact on what you're doing in the market. We haven't run this low yet, which is unfortunate. We are going to mark this up actually. Pretty sure this is a low as well, right? Yeah, here and here. So we can mark up these lows, add a little alert on that. So if the market's not giving us anything, we don't trade for the sake of trading. We simply wait our turn. So when it comes to being in the market, we only need to enter the market if we're being invited. If we're not being invited, we don't enter. Simple as that. It's kind of like you go past, you're with your friends, you see a party going on. You don't just go into the party if you're not invited. Now, some of you might, but a lot of the time, it's not the best move, is it? Let's be honest. It's not the best move. learn from your mistakes in terms of, well, I'll tell you what you can do actually. This is the easiest thing. Everyone else has done the mistakes for you. Everyone else has made the mistakes. You know why there's a statistic that so many people will lose money? Whenever you go to a broker and they say, you agree that X amount of investors will lose X amount of money over X amount of time. Those are the statistics of all of the people before you. So take the statistics and put them into your mind and think to yourself, hang on a minute, what are all these people doing? Well, most of them are entering the market without a single thought. I was one of them. I done it at one point. You may be doing it now. You may have done it at one point, but you'll be able to understand exactly what I'm saying if you have, or if you're in that position, or if you've been in that position. You enter the market with only hopes of winning, and that's the only thing you have on your mind. Would you go into a boxing match without training and just hope that you win? No. Would you enter a marathon in hopes of winning without training? No. Would you enter the Olympics without training, just hoping that you're going to win? No. Would you enter a Formula One race without training, thinking you're going to win, hoping you're going to win? No. So why do the same thing in the trading industry? Why do it? Why enter the market with nothing more than hopes and dreams? At that point, you're what we call pissing in the wind. Yes, Void, what's going on, brother? Hope you're good, man. Now there is a minor delay in the stream. That's just a YouTube thing. But I can still see all of your chats. I'll still reply to all of your messages. Remember, guys, if you're looking at this stream right now on a mobile, top right corner, hit the three dots that you can see, then click the little thumbs up button. If you're watching on PC, just hit the thumbs up button at the bottom of the screen. I appreciate it so much. While you're there, if you want to share it to one of your friends, also will greatly appreciate that. So we've got alerts set for all of the major points that we're watching, except for this. And that. Now we've got alerts for all of the major points that we were watching. If you have any requests, make sure you do just ask. If you've got any questions, make sure you ask. I hope everyone's had a good week so far. We are midweek. We are midweek. So another 2 trading sessions. Trading is the most lucrative job there is. With unlimited pay ceiling, you mean unlimited pay ceiling. You mean you want to get paid like a doctor without putting in the efforts of a doctor? The edge is everything, and Ryan is the way. Exactly, dude. Void with the big, big comments, man. The big comments. Exactly. You want to get paid like an industry leading professional, and you think that a couple of dodgy little courses are going to do that? No. And again, this is not me slating the courses. I'm not saying the courses aren't good. I'm not saying that the education isn't good. But that's kind of like reading a textbook on how to be a doctor and then thinking you're a doctor. You need to build all of the other points around it. So it's understanding the experience side of it, understanding the mathematical side of it, understanding every element that comes with the trading itself, not just the doing of the action. Not just the doing, not just the motion of trading itself, but all of the things that come with it, especially the mindset. This is what we said before. Remember when we said you can give you can give anybody a trading system. You can give anybody a trading system. Now, depending on how they use that system, depends on how well that system's going to work. You could literally have like a 90% hit rate, and people are still going to find a way to have that system not work for them. Whether it's through greed, whether it's through inconsistent use, FOMO on that 10% of losing. There's so many points that can come round to it, but the main thing is always the principle of you can have a you can have a 20% hit rate system, you can have a 10% hit rate system, but as long as you execute in the same way and your edge is already proven in data, it will work for you. What's going on, Dami? Welcome, brother. Dami got himself a copy of the money in, money out indicator this morning, so hopefully you find that useful, man. If you need any help setting it up, just let me know. Lots of our students have found it really useful, utilizing that. And for you, Dami, I have actually given you lifetime access to it. Even though it states 3 months, you're actually going to get lifetime. So back on TikTok tomorrow at 2:30. Right now, we're just chilling. Nothing really to do at the moment. I don't even know I got that. Yeah, nothing really to do at the moment. We're just sort of looking. There was a nice entry on Nasdaq. Nothing too crazy. No guesswork? Yeah, awesome. As I said before, guys, there is a minor delay with the YouTube chat. So if you write something and I don't reply for a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, I do apologize. I will get back to you. I'm reading them as they come through to me. So, and also where I'm at home, I don't have um, I don't have more than one monitor, so it's kind of hard for me to check the chat and check charts at the same time. Had something come up, got to take off. Yeah, no worries, brother. Speak to you soon, Void. Mind how you go, man. Have a great day, brother. There we go. Right, I gotta change this tune. No. I know you guys can't hear the music, so I do apologize. But like I said before, the main reason for this is because, like, we could play music. Do you know what I mean? I could play my Spotify to you guys and we could all jam together. But the main thing is on YouTube, it stores the replays and they stay on here indefinitely. So you can go back over these and watch them, rewind certain points, whatever you want to do. Look at the Bitcoin rally. Look at the rally. Remember what we said yesterday or the day before? This was the low. Look, we hit the low. Beautiful. More lows here. These are all targets. We are bearish right now. This is an area we're looking to sell from. Same as here. Oh, here and here. These are the points we're looking at price action reversing from. Right now, we're just going so bullish. There's nothing really to look at. But if we take this and we take this, potential for sell-offs. We hit our first target here. Remember, we didn't actually have an entry, but the movement was correct, so that was great. Cheers, Void, man. Appreciate it. So make sure you hit that like button, guys. If you are watching on mobile, you can hit the three dots in the top right corner and then just hit the like button. Helps us a million. We do appreciate it a lot. So if there's any pairs what people want me to look at, let me know. At the moment, we're just stagnant. We're just watching price go sideways. There's nothing really going on. Excuse me, apologies, chat. Yeah, nothing. Nothing right now. So make the most of the time where the market's quiet and ask me questions, guys. Remember, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, make sure you do. FOMC tonight, the reason the market quiet? Yes, probably, mate. Probably. Main thing with the FOMC is generally it draws a lot of liquidity in. So because of that, there is most likely going to be liquidity held back. I'll tell you what we are going to do, chat. Just going to record a quick video, so I'm going to mute you guys. I'm just going to record a quick video, 2 seconds. Yes, 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 yes. Appreciate it, chat. Giving me a couple of seconds there. Just looking at EU, keeps testing lows. Yeah, I know, man. Can't hear you? Yeah, yeah, I muted because I just done a video. That's all. think I'm gonna do another one to be fair, because that one came out a bit crap. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's TikTok or iPhone or what, but it like snaps between cameras and it really causes like a judder on the screen. It just looks like shit. What's going on, guys? You might have noticed that the market is a little bit sideways and slow today. Gonna do another one quickly. Now, the reason for this slow and choppy price action is because of the FOMC minutes meeting, which is this afternoon. Let me do that quickly, guys. With me. And as you can see, at 7 p.m. British time, we have the FOMC meeting. This is, of course, a red folder news event, so make sure you steer clear of this. All right, 1 second, guys. It keeps snapping in between, I don't know. Even though we have the FOMC, we're still looking for GU to sell off out of these highs into the target lows that we have. And we're still looking for our other pairs to play out with their biases as well. Make sure you join the live stream, say hi. I'll see you all in the next one. Sweet. There we go. Sorted, 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 sorted. Yeah, so to be honest, the FOMC is just causing pre-market stagnation, if you want to call it that. Be cautious of the FOMC. FOMC. Cool. So look at the points here that we're looking for price to come down to. It just keeps rejecting away. So this is similar to what you were saying about Euro, Dammy, where UJ is also testing the lows. So it's testing the lows and we want it to run the lows so it can go bullish. We are going to do a subscription service on TikTok very soon to do essentially longer form content on TikTok. So we're not in any trades right now. We're just waiting for price action to deliver something. At the moment, we're just sitting in these sort of weird areas where price has tapped into like a pool of liquid and then it's just not doing anything. I mean, gold actually hasn't tapped into anything. I'll tell a lie. Took this low here, but it done it just before Asia, and then we didn't have a gap open up, and it was just a very poor movement. And we're going to go live tomorrow at 2:30 for 1 hour. Sweet. What eat? GU looks good. Yeah, it does look good. But it took the high, tapped in, ran down. Now it needs to establish a new point of liquid. We're still looking for price action to come down into the lows, but it's not establishing that point that we want it to hit. Someone reposted my repost it. That's some caparoni. That's some caparoni cheese sauce right there. They didn't repost nothing. That's a fat wick. That's a fat wick. Look at that. Jesus. And that's a 15-minute candle there from UJ. What's going on, kitty? The old kitty in the place. Kitty in the place. She's standing up like a meerkat. It's standing on my phone. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to. Come on in. Fur everywhere. Fur everywhere. See the laptop moving? That's the cat rubbing up the side of it. Come on. Come up here. Come and say hello to all of your fans. You can see the size of her now. She's just chilling. Right, so remember, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, make sure you do so you know when I'm going live next. You know when I'm going live next. And obviously, when there is, when there is some movement in the market, we are going to be able to give you some really good, potential setups. Cheers, man. She's so, honestly, it's massive, like absolutely massive. It's like it probably doesn't look. She probably doesn't look too big, but yeah, she's. Put it this way, she shits like a dog. So, yeah, yeah. She's just sitting there staring at me. Okay, so Euro Japanese yen, we have seen a little bit of volume come in now. So based off of that volume, this could be the point where it decides to start pushing up. Yo, Bruno, what's going on? Check out GCAD bouncing off the region we talked about the other day. Could continue the move up? Yeah, let's take a look at that. Okay, so GCAD bouncing off the region we spoke at. GCAD, it was GCAD, right? Now you'll have to refresh me because I don't really remember the region that we spoke about, to be honest with you, Bruno. Um, Let me 1 second, chat. What was I about to do? Hmm, I hate that. It's the worst thing. When you're about to do something and you just forget what you're about to do. Hmm, what was that? Oh gosh. Uh, yeah, I can't remember. So H4, sure. So we hit these lows. Didn't hit this low, but we hit those lows. And then we got a couple of targets. So if I remember rightly, were you bullish on it or bearish on it? I can't remember what you said you were. Oh, I know what I was about to do. Okay, let's see. So we'll get onto that in a second. I'm just trying to sort out my. Here we go. There we go. I'm just pulling up the analytics for the stream because the Streamlabs analytics just doesn't work. Like right now, it says that there is 10 concurrent viewers, but I'm pretty sure there isn't 10 concurrent viewers right now. Pretty sure we're like five. Yeah, we are. And it says there's one like, but we've got 5 likes. So let's go back into here. So you were bullish. You are still bullish. Now I'm obviously bearish on here because of the huge momentum move that we had. So I'd actually be looking for the opposite to you. I'll be looking for sells. I hate when it does that. I'll be looking for sales out of there, like so. Now what you're looking for is this, I believe. How long is your TT ban? Until tomorrow. Till tomorrow, yeah. Yeah, till tomorrow. So tomorrow 2:30, I think it is. We scheduled in a live event. YouTube just isn't the same, you know. It's just not. We've got London High. Asia high. These 2 points here are like a great spot for me to sell. That's some BS, dude. Mm, 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 mm. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. Okay, let's see on here. Friday on TT, I guess, or tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be jumping back on tomorrow. Not looking for major moves, but what's mine and put it in the pocket. Yeah, see, it gets what get. It's what it is, bro. Get your move and get out. Exactly that. It's great. So I mean, YouTube's also really weird because like one day your streams will pop off, next day they don't. Yeah, you can see what I mean. Market's just so sideways right now. So sideways. Such a shame, to be honest. Uh, let's see. Just nothing, dude. Fine. The main thing is, it's always this, right? That we're sitting here and saying there's nothing, but we're also not trading. So having that principle of when there is nothing, you do nothing is the main thing. If you have anything outside of that, so you look at there and you're like, oh, there's nothing, we're going to do something, that's when you're in trouble. At that point, you're in trouble. Yeah, it's just some pure lower sideways. I mean, GCAD looks good to be honest for a short move. We can get an alert on this. Uh, Everything else though, we're sitting, we're sitting, we're sitting and doing nothing, literally nothing. We've got 5 likes right now. If you're watching on mobile, hit the 3 dots in the top right of the corner and then hit the thumbs up. Okay, so we're 1 minute, 1 hour, 8 minutes in. So what we're probably going to do is probably going to wrap it up there. Market's really quiet. What I do encourage you to do is hit the links down below, join the Discord if you're not already in the Discord, and hopefully we have a little bit more action tomorrow. Um, like I say, on the TikTok, we're going to be live on TikTok tomorrow at 2:30. But there's just a bit more engagement, it gives the stream a bit more life. I'm not saying that you have to talk, but obviously YouTube's just a little bit different. It's not as active. But yeah, all love to every single one of you that's joined. Thank you for everyone that's hit the like button already, and hopefully see you guys tomorrow in the TikTok live. But if not, I'll catch you on the next YouTube live, which will probably be it'll probably be tomorrow as well. To be honest, we're going to try and do a duo stream tomorrow. TikTok and YouTube at the same time. Um, but yeah, stay safe, guys. Even though the market's quiet, doesn't mean that we jump in feet first and do, literally just whatever we want. And we stay in our lane, we follow our rule set, we stick to our risk. So I'll see everyone tomorrow and have a great rest of your day, guys. Peace and love.